welcome back.
I might go back.
Your dreams were your ticket out.
Oh, no, they weren't.
Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about.
And very welcome to.
Names have all changed since you hung around.
I wish they had them.
But those dreams have remained and they've turned around.
Thank goodness for that.
Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Out here where we need you. Out here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh, look, I can't tell you, I have never felt so, well, not welcome, because it's a bit like...
That's a bit doubtful.
It's a bit like working with Tunku Abdul Rahman, who was with the Philippines in the 1940s. No, but you've taken over, and I'm glad of that.
Well, I held the fort for you, and the fact that the ratings went up 25%,
No, but you
I
don't have
can't
to
take
get-
all the credit.
No, you're not taking any credit. I mean, you do take some, and I appreciate it. And I
Yes.
also thank many people, including Simon and the others, that...
Peter Hitchener, who's been in here faithfully every night.
all right, now you've got to mention them all.
Okay, I'll start with Kevin Trask and Paul Harris,
Yeah.
Patty Newton,
Yes.
Andrew McLaren,
Right.
Doug Ayton, John Blackman, and others.
And Jane Holmes, thank you for your welcome back, Jane. Lovely message on the Ooflung.
Yes, yes. That song was all about dreams, but for you they were nightmares,
They were
weren't they?
nightmares from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And they commenced in Stockholm when I was about to get off the ship.
Yes.
And noticed that I had swelling in various areas.
Yes.
Which I won't go into now because it's personal, I suppose.
Do you think it was elephantitis?
I think there was a bit of that because I had been riding a couple of brontosauruses
Yes.
earlier on in the week.
I saw a photo of you with a wheelbarrow, and I just wondered, how your health was.
That was a very, very disastrous disease for men
Oh, yes.
years ago.
Yes, it was. I don't think it's so prevalent today.
Not so now.
No.
And I don't know where they caught it from. Was it an elephant or a...
You never hear anyone ringing Dr. Sally saying they're suffering from it, do you?
Well, you never hear Dr. Sally ringing anyone.
Now, tell us, we're so happy you're back on deck. Tell us what sort of condition you're in. Tell us what shape you're in. Everyone's been so concerned.
I know, and I love you for it, and I'm very, very thrilled that you... Yes, there are tests being carried out now on my condition.
Yes.
They will be explored in the next few weeks, and then treatment will eventuate from there.
Yes, and if love and prayers will pull you through, count on those.
Well,
from
thank you.
all of us.
Well, I appreciate
From
that.
all of us who care about you.
And I do love you for it, every one of you. And I'm not going to start cards or letters or...
No.
Because I'll be here all night, Phil.
Yeah, and the fact we have a full board now is testament or testimony to the people, how people feel about you.
Testament's fine, it doesn't really matter, or testimony.
Welcome.
And we'll take your prayers.
Welcome to 3AW Wangaratta, to Kuenda Nulaquin, and all our friends watching us and hearing us on the internet tonight. I'd like to say hello to a couple of our pals.
I'd love to. And there's the old Pomster, Pom Pom Pete.
Bruce is back.
Oh, stop it.
Bruce, I can't help it.
No, don't.
Bruce, seriously, joking aside for a minute. No, I'm glad to hear from you, and I'm glad you're back and things going well, hopefully.
Yes.
Because I've been waiting for this day for months like everyone else has, Bruce.
So have I, Pom. Thank you.
I bet you have, Bruce. How's the family? All well?
Yes, lovely. Thank you, Pom.
No worries, Bruce. I'll speak to you again soon, Bruce.
Yeah, and don't be too emotional, Pom Pom.
I can't help it, Phil. I can't help it.
No, but the fact is, you'll hear Bruce's voice every night, 6 nights a week. It's very reassuring.
Oh, good. Phil, tell Bruce what happened the day I saw you, if you want to.
Oh,
Or maybe, if you want to, yeah.
No, I will tell the story. I'm inclined to go behind a lemon tree to try and encourage my dog to do likewise.
Oh, rubbish.
So this was 9 o'clock in the morning, and I have a fairly high fence at the front.
And a very low neighbour.
And what I was doing was training Oro how to cock a leg, and a face comes over the fence. Hi, Phil, how are you? It's Pom Pom, stretching up on all fours so he can see across the top of the fence, and saw me watering the lemon tree.
Pom-Pom, a stalker.
Paul, Bruce, it just been a bit time. I dropped something off for Phil, and sent one in to you and Simon and Ken.
Yes, he was dropping off a get well card for you.
Yeah, and some stuff from where I work too, Bruce.
And you sprung me, Pom-Pom.
I'd forget about these gifts. I'm looking at this peeping.
Oh, Bruce, I didn't expect Phil to be. I didn't expect to see Phil, but luckily for me, I did see him, but in the wrong time. That's all.
Well, now you know me better than most, Pom-Pom. That's all I can say.
Is it I know Phil?
Well, right now, Pom-Pom, the neighbours are charging front row seats for midnight.
Oh, Bruce is back.
Oh, stop it, Pom! Stop it!
Bye, buddy.
See you, Pom.
That's the truth. That's what
Gee,
happened.
they're everywhere. You've got to be careful,
I
don't you?
know, yeah. Stalkers everywhere and fans, you know.
Over fences, up trees, spying on you.
I suppose what you do after dark is one thing, but I suppose 9 o'clock in the morning is a bit risky, isn't it?
Any time, mate, if you're in the public eye, you are public property.
Especially
Come
now
on.
with drones flying overhead and satellites with cameras.
And drones living next door to you. You're open sesame.
Could be sprung any time, couldn't you?
Strike it. Who's there, Phil?
Steve at Greenvale. Hi, Steve.
G'day, guys. Bruce.
Oh, marvellous. You're marvellous.
I've only said that once, and it was only to you.
Oh, Steve.
Look, Bruce, you've got my well wishes, my thoughts, my family. My mum asked about you. She was very worried about you. And when I told her what you were going through, because she obviously went through something similar, I said, look, I'll let him know. Look, you've been very missed, Bruce. And I've got to be honest with you, it hasn't been the same without you there. I know Simon and Phil and all the others have done a great job, but really it's the duo we look for, and you're a part of it, and you're an essential part of it. And I'm really glad you're back, Bruce, and I hope you make a full recovery with all the gusto in the world. And that's where it stops, Bruce. And if you pay me the respect, guys, I've never complained once since I've called this program. Now, if you care about anything I've got to say, please care about what I'm about to say. This is the bad news. I think this new lineup is the most warbled, misguided lineup I've ever heard. It was pathetic. I gave it a go. I listened to it. And I'm going to tell you now, it's going to put people off here in Victoria. I don't know about Australia-wide. I know it goes Australia-wide. But in terms of Victoria, you're going to lose a lot of listeners because that was the most pathetic lineup I've heard. I don't know what they're thinking, but 2 hours of you guys is certainly not enough. It was a ratings winner, and I'm going to tell you, I predict that in the next year, the ratings will tell a different story, and I can't see these programs lasting. But I'm totally against it, and I thought it was horrible, and it's ruined Nightline. I think it's ruined Sports Tonight. They rushed that 1 hour. It was pathetic. I mean, we're supposed to be the sporting capital of the world, and 3AW is supposed to be the sporting station of Victoria, and they halve a sporting program in half. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Who wants to listen to current affairs for 2 hours at 8 o'clock at night? People want to wind down. As much as I like current affairs and news, we need a break. We had 6 hours of Tom Elliott and Neil Mitchell. We don't need any more. I'm sorry, guys, to finish it off with a sour note, but that's how I feel. Welcome back, Bruce, and thank you very much.
All right, Steve, thank you for that. Do you want to add to that, Phil?
Only that there'll be something in the mail for you later this week, Steve. Not because of what you said, but something I've posted to you already.
Sounds like a bribe to me. Thank you very much, Steve. 10:15. And here is that well-known news theme issuing in the 6 o'clock news for Channel 9 each night. Peter Hitchener, good evening.
There, you wouldn't keep me away tonight. Now, I know the board is chock-a-block with calls, and I don't want to hold anybody up because I know everyone wants to talk to you. Everyone wants to talk to Phil as well. But I just wanted to add my voice to everyone else's to say welcome back.
It was so lovely to have that phone of yours go off in that hip pocket of yours right there and then, Peter.
Not my phone. That was Simon's or...
No, not mine. Mine doesn't make that sound.
My phone is out in the control room because I thought in case anyone phones, I don't want to get into trouble.
You know, at one time here at 3AW, you'd be fired, wouldn't you, Phil?
Yes, you would.
If a mobile phone was to go off in the studio.
But tell people what happened the day you're on Good Morning Australia with Bert and your phone went off in the middle of your national segment.
Oh, yes.
You remember?
I have a well-known, or I have a relative called Uncle Bert. And my daughter rang me in the middle of Good Morning Australia.
G'day, Dad. How are you?
Hello, love. How are you? Yeah, all right. Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'm here with Bert. Ah, put Uncle Bert on. No, it's and this is all live on camera. No, it's not Uncle Bert. Well, I want to speak to him. Just shut your face and go away, and I'll talk about this antique that I've got. Right, Phil?
Yes. So Bert said, no, answer the phone, Bruce. No, don't let it ring. Answer it.
Well, which I did, and then passed it on to Bert.
Oh, no. And so Bert had a chat to your daughter on air.
She's having this animated talk with who she thinks is Uncle Bert.
Uncle Bert, and it's actually another Uncle Bert.
Exactly.
Oh, how hilarious.
Have you ever had a guest in the studio, you know, somebody doing a studio tour, and the phone has gone off while you're reading the news?
No, but we sometimes have an audience in the studio, and occasionally we've got a funny story in the news, and occasionally you get a laugh.
Oh,
you think,
yes.
Oh, this is wonderful. I've got a live audience. I've got a laugh.
Yes.
What about the night you might get applause when you say goodnight?
Well, actually, that has happened as well.
Oh.
But it's 3 or 4 people sitting in the studio with us, and you know nobody gets to hear it because it doesn't go to air. But it's rather sweet
Now,
and
just
it's nice.
want to ask you,
Gosh, it's good to see you, Bruce.
Marvellous to see you, and you haven't got makeup on.
I know it's a rarity, but you know.
Very rare, Peter. And without the Puma socks and the pants.
I know. It's just it's a different me.
Do you have to go back to 9 now, or are you on
Yes,
your way home?
9 News Australia, the world. I better get back because I've got a late news
Pete,
coming
I
soon.
know you have to, and I know you're committed to Channel 9 and all the other aspects of it. But are you all sported out?
Yes.
An easy bit, just a tiny bit.
little bit. And even a friend of mine said today, and this is a sports reporter, said, it will be nice when we have a few other stories in the news that aren't sport.
Just as we get the grand final over and done with, which was spectacular.
Yes.
We're up to Sydney and Queensland.
And now the
Another one.
racing season is beginning too.
yes.
Melbourne
Of
Capital.
course, you two will be out there every day.
Yeah, the track gallops, Phil. Remember we did those year after year?
Yes, and you were out there with Darren James.
You'd have done the
some
breakfast
years.
from out there.
Yes.
You'd have breakfast with the stars. And
That's right.
things.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh gosh, yes, it's
Every morning, wasn't it? At dawn, right?
Oh,
At
yeah.
5:30 in the morning.
Not easy out there with Bart Cummings and Jack Purtell.
Well, it won't be this year.
no correct. But how quickly the racing season comes around.
Oh, it does, Pete.
Aren't we
You're
lucky?
an old...
It's lovely to see you back near the corner of Elizabeth
That's
Street.
right. Not far from A. Beckett Street. And just up the way from Parker Street.
You are fantastic. It's great to see you. Thank you very much for having me on air. Welcome back. And
Lovely
good
to
to talk
see
to
you
you both.
And thanks. And you know the ratings went through the roof, and we give you a lot of credit for that, Peter.
Oh,
for
cut
your
it out.
contribution
Oh, cut it
every
out.
night.
Oh, Phil,
I
please.
know. I know. He's just being lovely.
No, you're as
Give me a bump.
faithful. You're as faithful as Florence Nightingale.
Yeah, look at her ratings.
Happy Days Records presents
Dependable and honest as the day is long. We know that.
Well, just a moment, you were never going to use a real estate agent, but now you've come around to Ian Reid.
Yeah. Well, I go to all his weddings, so we must be close.
Well, that's right. They're like selling a property. Well, a bit.
Married the lovely Naomi out of Montserrat. Have you ever been out there for a wedding or a function?
Oh,
It's
yes.
beautiful, isn't it?
It is
It's
magnificent.
like Camelot, isn't it?
It was started by
Tell me.
a man in the 1930s.
That's an artist colony,
He was
isn't
a,
it?
a poet and an artist.
Yes, yes,
And he
yes.
started to, well, he made this castle, didn't he?
Yes, yes. I'm thinking of having my retirement party there when I walk away from this.
Oh, really? When's that? Well, I'm free Thursday. Anyone else want to come?
When I pick up on my television career again.
Oh, when?
I'm sorry, that's bubbling, buddy.
Bubbling.
That's bubbling.
What?
That, you'll be surprised.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do in Stockholm tonight.
Or you'd never want to go back there, would you?
Oh, a wonderful place.
Yeah, and everyone spoke English, I presume.
Yes,
so
they
you were
did.
lucky.
A very educated and wonderful country.
And the hospital,
great city.
hospital would have been very modern, wouldn't it?
Very much so. Get up early. Have some popcorn.
Yes. Yes. Did you make any good pals there in Stockholm among doctors or nurses or
Well,
whatever?
not many when you're spread-eagled on your back with a great syringe coming out of your nostril.
Yes, I know. And Jill said she brought you home with stints and catheters.
Oh, all right.
Wouldn't have been easy, Bruce.
Well, it wasn't in that plane getting into steerage.
I was upset last week when my dog jumped on you. I thought, gee, I don't know what he's disconnected.
Well, he could have anything.
Anything at all. I don't know
And
what's
the thing
under.
bounds over like some great, like a pony.
I don't know what's sticking out under your shirt.
Well, inquire. Have you got anything sticking out and get out of the car? Because I'm letting the dog out. If not, Pom-Pom Pete. Norma.
Oh, Bruce.
Oh,
Hi, Hi, Bruce and Phil.
Yes, Norman.
Now, Bruce, welcome back.
Thank you.
Meaning where the themes and dialogue are different. You know, here in Victoria, we are Melbourne's own 3AW, and we are Melbourne-based sort of audience, and selfish or irresponsible or unprofessional changes that could come back to bite 3AW with the Melbourne-based audience, because we do it so well. Well, I've been around for a generation on 3AW. Generation is 22.5 years, and I've been around for about 24 years. And many people tell me, often enough when I meet them and I introduce myself as Chris Abroad, because they identify themselves as long-term 3AW listeners and callers, now they go back to the 1970s or even before, before my days. But if it is for the sake of accepting change for change's sake and making the most of these quick conversations between the 10 p.m. and 12 midnight, well, that's fair enough. Can I just finish? Ask this, and maybe Simon Owens could even answer this. Do you get a number one rating? Whether you get one phone call or get 200 phone calls in a time slot, whether it was 4 hours beforehand or 2 hours down, does that make you number one or identify you for your ratings? Or is it
No, I'll just cut in there because we have to make our calls briefer now because we're on for less time. No, the phone calls don't influence the ratings at all, Chris. They are done with diaries and electronically.
But also the accumulative audience, without making too strong a point on it, is the cumes, that is, the allotted people who are listening at that time,
yes,
will make up the rating.
Yes, and they don't necessarily phone in. Most of them don't phone in,
Well,
Chris.
that's right. But they do tick a diary, so they say that 200,000 people are listening,
yes,
but only 2 are phoning in.
That's right. It's based on the percentage, Chris.
All right, Chris, thank you for your call. Robert at Melton, Phil.
Hello, Bruce and Phil. How are you going?
Yes, Rob.
Yes, our old mate Robert.
Yeah, look, I was watching the news tonight there, Bruce, and I saw the story. All the best to you, mate.
Good on
You've
you.
been to you and Phil, what a fantastic show. No matter whether it's 2 hours or 4 hours, you still have got the best show on radio, and that's all that counts. And all the best to you, and you'll be right, Bruce. Don't you worry about that, mate.
Oh, you're lovely. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate that very, very much.
No worries. Take it easy, fellas.
In fact, we both do, and thank you, Robert.
I don't know your beliefs, but a lot of candles have been lit for you while you've been away. In fact, I nearly burnt the church down one day. I lit so many, but that's another story. There was a gust of wind came in the front door and nearly burned the joint down, but it was worth it.
Please be careful. You can buy false.
Yeah, I know, electric ones, battery operated ones.
Yes.
I almost started a bonfire.
Which are very effective.
The bonfire would have been worth it.
But no, I appreciate that.
Yes. And you know, our Buddhist friends, they have prayer wheels. You've seen those when you've been in temples, haven't you?
Yes. I saw a lot in Stockholm.
Oh, did you? They're Buddhist in Sweden? Oh, yes, perhaps there are. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think they're mainly Lutheran up there, aren't they?
Very heavy.
Since the Middle Ages.
That's right. Sash, Cameron and Berwick, good evening.
Oh, good evening. Cheers. Happy to welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
I can't feel sorry. I'm just so happy. But, after Pom sort of made me sort of start weeping. And
yes.
And I'm on top of the Berwick Hill, and I know this is a bit cliched now, and Simon beat me to it, but I hope the whole of Berwick, on top of the hill, I hope the whole of Berwick can hear this.
Welcome back. Your dreams were just ticket out.
That's enough, I think.
Well, that's beautiful.
So, sorry, that sounds cliche.
No, it doesn't. Right from Berwick Hill.
It's right on top of the Berwick Hill, and I hope everyone, because I've got the whole house wired up to my Wi-Fi there, so hopefully everyone heard it. And a lady was looking at me in the vacuum cleaner shop today. I won't say which one because don't want to make any connections, but I think she recognised my voice, and that's just testament to how important and just how widespread this program reaches in Melbourne. Because when even all the elderly people recognise my voice, I don't admit to it. People say, "Oh, I've heard you on radio."
Yes.
I won't say yes or no. I'm not going to. I don't want people to know. But just to keep a bit of privacy there, but that's testament to just how many people in Melbourne enjoy and listen to your program, and I think it is a mistake. I echo Steve's sentiment there to have a Sydney. If people want to relax, they don't want to be bombarded with the right-wing politics, and I think eventually that they'll revert back to at least compromise, have you from 9 till 12, which I think is a much fairer.
Yeah, well, as I pointed out several times, we are really caretakers of this spot.
I'm sure that management will be listening very carefully tonight and all the feedback, and I hope that everyone expresses, because that's important for management to know. Yes. And eventually the ratings will show that, who's winning and who's not.
Sure.
That's right.
And
okay,
by the way,
Cameron,
let it be noted too, and I know you don't like compliments, but Bruce has actually come back 6 weeks earlier than expected, which shows how keen you were to get back on there and how enthusiastic you are and how much you love the game.
It showed the cancellation of the tour. As far as I was halfway through a tour, as you know, to Russia.
Aren't they back yet? Aren't your group back yet?
I think they're lost, and I'm going to pick them up next year on a tour called We're Going to Get You Back. It's something completely different, and they're nomads wandering a desert in Russia at the moment.
Oh, well, you'll go back for them. That's reassuring.
All harmonising We Want Our Leader.
Dennis,
You want to enjoy some great Australian performers? Get along to the Victorian Seniors Festival's Country Concert Series. Now, Phil, there are 24 concerts from some of the best-known performers, including Jade Hurley, Wendy Stapleton, Colleen Hewitt and Grace Knight.
Now, these are happening right throughout October, Bruce.
That's right. They're called the Country Concert Series Victorian Seniors Festival.
Yeah.
Check out the festival program for details on how to book.
Get a festival program from any Coles store, local library or council.
Nightline for Lexus of Blackburn and Lexhibition, the Lexus Premier Sales event, on now till October 31, and Caruso's Super Liver Detox for liver health.
Or visit Seniors Online.vic.gov.au. Seniorsonline.vic.gov.au for the Country Concert Series.
I would qualify because I've got a seniors card now. I might get along there. I think there's free public transport for me this week as well.
So you'd go and see whom?
Oh, well, I'd try and see all four. Jade and Wendy, Colleen and Grace.
What, using that free ticket?
Well, yeah, taking advantage of being a senior. Yeah.
Making a bit of a welter of it, mate, from the Victorian Railways point of view.
I think I've put so much into it for my life. I think Victoria owes me something.
What have you put into Jade's life?
In fact, I've just been around all your lives, just being a beacon in your lives, a shining light. I think I deserve something back.
Sort of like Mother Teresa, really.
Yes, with all humility, yes, you could say so. Mm.
Now listen, Phil, it's 17 to 11. We're going to the Herald Sun, as we've done for many occasions, and Kate McMahon is over there at the news desk for the Herald Sun.
What a joy to hear your voice again. It's so wonderful. I mean, of all the partnerships there are, there's Bonnie and Clyde, there's Romeo and Juliet, and there's Bruce and Phil.
Oh, that's lovely.
So nice to hear you back.
Actually, it could have, gangsters, suicide, and us. So it's not really.
Kate, would you like a front page photo for tomorrow, or a wraparound, or
I would love a
poster
front page
or something?
photo. Always up for it. What have you got for me?
Oh, well, you'll have to come and take the photo.
How rude. What's doing tomorrow, Kate?
Well, I'll tell you what is on tomorrow's front page, and we exposed the criminal links that are being investigated after a South Melbourne pub was razed by arsonists this morning. The hotel is part owned by Collingwood Brownlow medalist Dane Swan, and it was totally destroyed. The damage bill's in the millions of dollars, and the question everyone is asking is why. So we look into that in a special investigation tomorrow. And also inside we have the details of Elle Macpherson's cancer scare, all the latest on the teen terror attack in Sydney, the Victorian bushfires, which today destroyed a house, Bub, who was born on the side of the Monash Freeway today, so obviously in a hurry, and the legacy widow who is going to become a roadie for glam band Kiss. So there's lots in there. We also have a giant Hawks poster for free with every copy of the Herald Sun.
Great.
And I have to say, what an amazing win it was on the weekend. I don't even support Hawthorn, but you have to admire them, don't you? 3 in a row.
Yeah, it became a bit one-sided and boring towards the end, didn't it?
Oh, they just dominated. Which,
yes.
For a team like West Coast, which had, week after week shown how strong they were, it was quite amazing to see them being torn apart.
Right.
Yeah, and tomorrow's lift out is taste, and we have a practical guide to understanding wine mumbo jumbo. So novices like me who just pick the second or third cheapest bottle, it explains how to talk about the wine structure and balance and textures and sense of place, whatever that means. So,
All right.
yeah, there you go.
That's in the Herald Sun tomorrow. Thank you, Kate.
Pleasure and great to have you back.
Thank you so much. Good to be here. Quarter to 11, 3AW.
Bruce, here's a mate of ours, Sash at Thomastown.
Hi, how you going?
Hello, Sash.
Bruce, Philip, welcome back, Lucy, baby, you know. It's good to hear your dulcet tones, mate, you know.
Thank you, Sash.
You know, you guys...
You're just a bit on the old edge yourself here. Are you on a new phone, or perhaps could you shake your resistor?
You can't hear me?
No, you're sort of coming in stops and starts.
Okay, sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, sound like you're underwater.
Okay, what about now?
That's okay.
Okay. It's good to hear you, Brucey, baby, you know. You're back there.
Yes.
Dulcet tones, baby, you know.
Yes.
You guys are an institution, you and Phil, man, you know. 3AW for so long.
He's saying you're an institution, Bruce.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, so's Larundel, so's Swan Park.
No, you know, for the lonely and the isolated, give them the...
Sash, you mean well, but really it's very hard to decipher you tonight. We're only getting every second word, but try again tomorrow night, perhaps on a different phone, buddy.
Okay.
all right, Sash, thank you very much for your thoughts.
Yeah, I'll get the message to the theme.
Yeah, so do I, without having an interpretation every 5 minutes. Thanks for that. Elizabeth, good evening.
Good evening, my darling,
Hello,
darling
darling.
voice. And Bruce and Phil and everybody there at 3AW.
Thank you so much.
Princess, we haven't heard from you for ages.
Yes, well, I was was and still am very, very sick. And I was very worried that in case I get an attack right in the middle while I'm talking to you, I didn't dare to ring. So that was the reason. But I was with you all the time. This song that was sung just before, I didn't sing it during the day, but I heard it through my body practically all day. It was through my body and my heart. We'll come home.
Ah, that's beautiful.
Yes, it was. And may I just sort of say to everybody that thank you very much for your kindnesses, for your concern, for worrying me. It's typical of the big, beautiful family of 3AW. I felt your strength in me.
Yes.
I really did feel my strength, and Bruce, if you're listening very closely, you would feel it too. We have a fantastic, fantastic background.
Yes, there's no doubt at all. And I'm not going to itemise letters and people that have been in touch with me, but there have been many hundreds, Phil, as you know. You've been very kind in getting them over to me and answering the ones that have to be and acknowledging others.
Yes.
So thank you sincerely. And as I mentioned, as you were away at the time, you received the same sort of contacts.
Yeah.
We'd be here all night.
I know, but we really care and we have been concerned, and it's such a buzz to have you back.
I'll also just quickly throw in, guys, a lot of activity on the Facebook page, on Twitter and on emails. I'll show Bruce all of that, but there's just no way we could reply. We'd be here forever.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Yes, thank you everyone on behalf of Bruce for the compliments and lovely emails. I'll show him later.
And a full board tonight. I know some of you are trying to get through, and so far you can't.
No, they're all for Steve.
But Craig's there in Mornington.
Yes,
Hi, Craig.
Oh, g'day, fellas. Thanks for taking the call. I'll be as quick as I can. 3 things. First of all, Bruce, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You sound fantastic, and you're close to my heart, mate, because you remind me very much of my living father. Dad's in his 80s.
Yeah.
And you're similar in looks and voice and all that.
Yes.
And he got through what you're having at the moment.
Right.
He's also had quadruple bypass back to the positive mind and all that. Keep soldiering on, mate. But you sound fantastic, Bruce.
Good, mate. That's lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And and just two quick things. Phil, like you, I'm very good at. I hear a voice is like a fingerprint, and you can tell who the actor is or the singer or whatever.
Yes.
And my friends are amazed, and my wife, photographic memory. of like, I only have to hear the first couple of bars of a song, and I can tell you what song it is if I've never heard it before. And the same with the movie, the opening, anything, and I'll think, oh, that's such and such, or that's such and such. And
Yes.
but that woman that just rang in, Princess, I say this with the highest respect and fondness. As I was listening to her voice and giving her the respect of attention, I thought, in that woman's voice, you can hear that woman's lived through amazing things. She's seen the turn of the century, probably war, poverty, riches, probably dined and associated with aristocrats and all that. So you hear a lot in the voice. And just thirdly, and I'll finish on a bit of a downer, but to the CEOs listening tonight and the ratings board and all that, I like pricey. We like your current affairs, but I've done a 13-hour day tonight. That's why I'm pretty pumped. And I've just gotten home at about 9 o'clock. I jumped the car and, oh, the boys will be on. And no, it was current affairs. No, I don't need it. You know, like we have enough during the day. There's plenty. If you want to see it, you can tap into it. And I speak on the majority of a lot of people that listen to your program. We like to unwind this time of the night.
Yeah, well, thank you. And we'll be here for you every night of the week at 10. You know that.
I'll speak to you soon.
Good on you, Craig. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, it's official.
3AW.
Now, I don't want to be a benefactor or a guardian or whatever, but if you need any of my spare parts, buddy, you just ask. If you need a transplant, if you need a kidney, if you need, where I've got two of everything, if I can share one with you, you know I would.
Mate, if you have two of everything, can I manage you? We will have you at sideshow billboards. We'd have you in circus shows around the world, particularly in Stockholm. I know a nurse. She'll put you up.
That's just that, that's what best friends are for.
That's right.
I just figure, if you need a blood transfusion or plasma, come to me.
I'm so glad you brought this up because it's a serious note and I want to talk about it now.
Yes. Yeah, what can I offer you, buddy, that you don't have already?
Well, it's a bit personal, but we'll do it off air. And if you're quite happy with it, and your doctor is, we'll go ahead with it.
Okay, yeah. But
because you can't make these as a feeble promise.
But, buddy, I draw the line at a sex change, all right? I don't know what your intentions are. I don't know how you've been feeling while you've been away for 8 weeks, but count me out. Transgender doesn't appeal to me. I'm sorry.
Well, you can't alienate half the audience if that's the case. You've got to embrace everyone.
Well, I don't think half our Nightline audience is transgender necessarily. How would you know? Well, have you done a census or something? A survey?
No, but you've got to...
Hello again. This is John Doremus with the passing.
Good on you. A low of 22 degrees. It's a very warm night, Phil. How do you keep cool?
I'll be in my summer pyjamas, my shorty pyjamas up around my thighs.
Well, that's the best area to...
Oh, yes, but for modesty reasons, I always wear something to bed. You never know, you might be called to the front door in an emergency.
Well, you never know if a fire's going to turn.
The next door neighbour needs to borrow some sugar or butter or something.
Well, that's right. If you find yourself out on a nature strip with next to nothing on...
Oh, well, it's my garden, isn't it, if I choose to...
Well, not out there, it's not.
Be a naturist.
Anyway, a low of 22, a high of 35, and a cool change... around 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon with squally, gusty gale warning.
You never had any ambition to join a nudist colony?
Where did that come from?
Well, I'm talking about nature.
No.
And what you wear to bed and so on.
I suppose the appeal of playing badminton or hopscotch or something, with that freedom, crossed your mind, didn't it?
Oh, yes, yes. Well, I suppose the Aboriginals hundreds of years ago...
Well, that's right, but there's nowhere to put the car keys. That's the only problem.
All my cigarettes and lighter, where does that go? Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? Hi to our friends of 3AW Wangaratta and 2QN Deniliquin and Bruce people saying welcome to you around the world, watching you on the internet tonight.
Lovely of you to tune in.
And I must tell everyone how healthy you look, thank God. You've got some colour in your face.
Well, you do too. You look as though you've been out in the sun and been basking a bit there in the great outdoors.
Yes, a bit of pottering in the garden, swinging in a hammock, you know, all that sort of stuff.
It's Simon, who looks awful. Drive me. It's like death warmed up. William at Hoppers Crossing, good evening.
Good evening, Bruce. Welcome back.
Thank you, William.
I've seen you on TV tonight and had a look at your grandchildren as well. And it's amazing to have you back. And now that it's been broadcast that you have what you had, I lost my dad, and I hope you pass this. And my doctor won't let me have a blood test. She doesn't believe, because I'm 53, she won't believe in a blood test to have the PSA test. And it's really great to have you back, mate. It really is. And
Thank you.
Simon and Phil done a wonderful job while you were away, and they kept the seat warm and they made everyone welcome, which was very good. They've done a very good job. So, yeah, I'm very pleased.
That's lovely, and I'm sorry about Dad, but thank you for those lovely words.
Yeah, and I'm going to pray for you every Sunday. I go to church, and yeah, I'm going to. I think if Simon's there listening to you, I know he does. If he could email Dr. Sally and bring that up on the weekends, because I think they say all men over 50 should be checked out, and yeah, my doctor won't do it. She won't do it.
Does that surprise you? Does that upset you or worry you?
I don't believe it. I don't believe in the genes. My mum died of breast cancer. My granddad died of bowel cancer, and my dad died of prostate cancer. My doctor said I'm 50, and the doctor won't do a blood test or check me out.
Well, that's a personal issue between you and your doctor, and it will remain that way. But thank you for your lovely thoughts and wishes.
Yes, William would rather not know, and we respect that.
Absolutely.
That's the way you want to play. I have a friend in America who's 75 with prostate cancer, and at that age in America generally, they refuse to operate or give any treatment.
Is that right?
They tell him, let nature take its course.
And there's a lot, I suppose, to agree with that.
Yes, yes. I've known people to have had prostate operations, and later it was proved they were totally unnecessary anyway. So best to pull back a bit and get a second opinion if you need to.
Amazing coming back to this country and going into some sort of treatment that I am, or the treatment that is being offered and given.
Yes.
How much of people are aware of it, and the money-making concerns, the charitable drives, the initiatives of people walking over the weekend and football matches to the pink community.
Yes.
Very, very big groundswell of interest and awareness of it.
And know that if ever you need a second opinion, buddy, come to me. That's what friends are for.
What for?
Well, I've studied anatomy and biology and so on.
No, but a personal opinion. You couldn't look at
just if you need, a mate to sort
you couldn't look at
a
naked body.
Oh well, in the interest of science, I imagine I could.
Could you?
Yes.
Well, I suppose with Dad's background.
No, he was psychiatry. He was the other end.
That's what I mean. Oh, if only he were alive today with that other end. Robin at Box Hill, good evening.
Hi, Robin.
Good evening, Bruce and Phil. Welcome back, Bruce.
Oh, how's our Robin?
Oh, look, I'm so glad to hear you back. You got back just in time.
Oh, you're lovely.
I think Philip, he had plans with these plans for rejuvenating his TV career.
I'd heard that, and his radio career. Don't worry, I've heard from so many people.
He was going to do a show, I can tell everybody now, and it was going to be called, it was a game show called Bruce and Phil's Bazaar. B-A, not B-I.
I know the way it was spelled.
B-I-Z-A-R-R-E, thanks.
Bruce and Phil's Bazaar between 8 and 10 somewhere.
Yes.
At a venue to be named.
Yes, we're free early in the evening, yes.
Yes, and we had our cancer walk on Sunday for the Olivia Newton-John Centre.
Oh, yes.
And we have a big day, which Ivanhoe was all closed down.
Of course.
And there's a big prostate cancer group at ONJ with the men. They've got their own group, and they meet and they swap notes. I don't know what they talk about, but I'm not allowed to listen. But they do, and they're very supportive of one another. And we have a 94-year-old man who's, he just comes along just to chat to the blokes, and he was diagnosed with that a long, long time ago. So, Bruce, don't worry.
No. Thank you very much, dear. Thank you, Robin.
It's so good to have you back. And look, you've got to stop Philip. He's been out setting fire to churches and all sorts of things.
Oh, and good luck with all that music too, Robin.
Thank you, Philip.
Okay, we'll encourage you.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Bruce. Good to have you back.
Good. Thank you so much for your
Bye.
And also the work you're doing out there at the Austin.
Yeah.
Appreciate it over the weekend.
Yeah, it's a wonderful hospital now, isn't it? Yeah. The Austin and the Olivia Newton-John Wellness Centre.
Oh, when I came back from overseas, I went to the Warringal Hospital.
Yes.
Which is part of that complex.
I know, I came to visit you there. I was very impressed. You had your own private suite there, and everybody was
don't make
dedicated.
a big thing of that.
Oh, well,
something I didn't request or ask for.
Gee, I hope you got health insurance. Presume you have. Otherwise, this will cripple you financially.
Well, don't bring that up. Give me some sort of, reason to be here and happy and alive and well.
But I mean, that'll take years off your life if you're paying for all this.
Well, that you offered before I left.
Yes.
So I'm shifting that and siphoning it to you.
We'll have a telethon if we have to, yes, to raise funds.
No, from you personally.
Oh, yes. If I have to dig deep, yes, I'll write a cheque.
You have done everything since I've been back on air, which is 1 hour, nearly 2 hours.
Yeah.
You have offered limbs. You have offered transplants.
Yes, plasma,
money,
blood,
insurance.
Yes, and anything. That's what buddies are for.
That's right. You've offered even your eyes to look at the nudity of my body.
I'll check you
to
over
see if anything is wrong.
if I need to, but I think you're doing well on your own merits.
And you don't mean any of it.
Another card in my wallet. Do you have a bulging wallet with all your credit cards and so on?
Not really. I try and keep that to a minimum because it sometimes squashes in the car and can break.
Thinking of perhaps getting a man bag. What do you think about that over my shoulder? You know, something to swing around.
Very vulnerable. That zip attracts the vermin.
Do you think so?
Oh, well, yes. One slip and it's all gone.
Yes. As you discover when you go overseas, you're very protective of your valuables, aren't you?
Well, you know, I have that tucked in my underpants from a great height.
Nobody can get in there, not even Jill.
Well, it was designed for Jill. It's gilt-edged. Karen at Sunshine.
Hi, Bruce and Phil.
Oh,
welcome back, Bruce.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, we did miss you. Everybody did.
Darling.
Yeah, and better health into the future.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's really good to hear you. But I couldn't agree with Steve Greendale more in his comments. That was just exactly what I was feeling. I listened to a bit of that current affair show. I had to switch it over to another station. I just think it'd be much better to have 4 hours with Bruce and Phil.
Well,
but anyway.
You know, the good news is, as you might be aware already, and this hasn't happened before, you will have Bruce and Phil every Friday night together through the summer period now till the footy comes back. We will be here together every Friday.
That's one thing, and of course there's always Remember When as well.
Oh, yeah, we've
4
got
hours on that.
4 hours on a Sunday, and well, no one will take that away.
All right, I'm talking to you both.
Okay, darling. Thank you, Karen. So lovely to hear from you.
Some of these people are quite emotional. Their voices are breaking a little. That's how much they care about you.
So is mine. And I think yours to a degree, although...
Yes, you know...
You're tough. You've got a steel exterior.
Yeah, but I've also got a moist orb.
You are like Atom Man.
Yeah, I try to be.
All steel.
Yeah, on the outside.
Yeah.
But how do you know I'm not marshmallow inside?
I've never seen it.
No, and you won't.
30 years of working with you, I've never seen it.
And you won't. I keep it very close to my chest.
I think you should show a few tears and a little emotion occasionally to show that you're human.
No, I've got ice running through my veins.
We're seeing too much of that lately.
No, well...
There's a bit of a nasty streak.
No, but who wants to be a softie? Who wants to be a cream puff, you know? Not I.
There are too many nasties around.
Yeah, no.
Not enough cream puffs giving out goodness and love and a bit of compassion.
I say that for my dog, thank you.
Yeah,
not for humans.
No humans at all.
No.
That's how he thinks of us, folks.
Going home to Oro.
Matthew at Surrey Hills. Matthew, good evening.
Hi, Bruce and Phil.
Yes.
Look, I was at work today and I heard something wasn't right, and I came home and I missed everything on TV, and I was like, well, what's going on here? You know, because I listen to 3AW and I've been listening since the mid-1980s, and Mark used to work at 3AW. He used to be on TV day by day, and 3AW, the drive program there, and so what's going on? You've got, is it prostate cancer? Is that right?
A little, yes. Tests being carried out at the moment on me. Yes.
Yes, because at the moment my mother, she's got, she's had bowel cancer, and it's been going on for years, and then it's spread to the bile ducts, and she had chemo. And hasn't worked, and now it's spread to the liver, and she's going back in to Cabrini next week. But look, the thing is with prostate cancer, it's was it diagnosed early, or what's going on?
Yes, pretty much. Yes.
Well, I think this is all personal,
we
Matthew.
certainly hope so, and thank you for your wishes and our love to Mum.
Bruce is doing just fine. I can tell you, I can see him.
Bernard and Layla, good evening.
Gentlemen, Bruce, welcome home.
Thank you, Bernard.
I got a few lines of a song to you.
Yes?
Take me back to my boots and saddles. Ooh, take me back where I belong and let me ride a trail once more. But give me my boots and saddles. And gentlemen,
yeah,
there's two chaps this afternoon, this evening. Their program should be in the afternoon time slot, you know?
Yes.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for your opinion.
And thank
appreciate
you,
it, Bernard.
Thanks for the song. I suppose you feel you haven't been away now.
When I hear Bernard and I hear those songs, I feel right at home in the old saddle of life.
All these voices you missed for 8 weeks, they're all back and all caring about you, including Jeff on a mobile.
Yes, are you there, Jeff?
Yes, I am, guys. And yeah, look, I'll keep it brief because I know you're going to be pushed for time. Bruce, yeah, welcome back. And look, let me say, Bruce, firstly, when Phil offers you all of those wonderful gifts, including his organs, I'd be a bit wary because I think if you got one of Phil's kidneys or something, you might find an uncontrollable urge to run out to the lemon tree or something. So I'll definitely be staying away from that one. But
well,
look,
judging on earlier tonight with, what's his name? Pom Pete.
Absolutely. But look, on a serious note, I'd just like to say, Bruce, it's great that you were open up front and came out and spoke to people. I've got a couple of friends my age who have been through similar things and fortunately had very good results. And I think it's with people like you and others who have had these things speaking about them openly, it gives all of males over the age of 50, shall we say, a bit of a nudge to actually consider their own health. And I just think it's a really good thing that you've just come out there and shared it with us, and it would have been quite difficult for you to do, I'm sure.
Well, thank you, Jeff. It is a very personal and private thing, but if you share everything with an audience as you do on radio, and it is, I believe, the most intimate of any of the media, Phil, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. It's very personal.
You can talk about things on radio to a family, which we do every night, and I think that's kept us pretty close. But when something like this comes along, I don't think you can hide it. And nor do you broadcast it from high mountains. But you know, you're going through treatment, and you can talk about it. And I think feel free to.
Yes, and you know, if you're in the public eye more so, I remember when President Reagan had polyps on his nodules. No, he wouldn't have liked talking about that in public, but the White House released that.
He was terribly open about that.
Yes, and so, you know, why cover up?
And Nancy didn't even know.
I mean, we've all got the same parts, haven't we? Let's face it.
Well, I haven't got that, but you may have.
I mean, do you have a lady doctor or a male doctor?
I have a male doctor, but it wouldn't worry me. You've often asked me this.
And you wouldn't be embarrassed stripping for a Dr. Sully, for example?
Not at all. No, not at all.
Okay.
I feel totally free. She's done it for me, so why not?
I mean, you're not a freak of nature. You're just like one of us, all the same.
And I think once we bear all, I think we're doing it to any gender, aren't we?
Yeah, you feel free somehow, don't you? I mean, how often when people are in a public hospital now, do they have to share a bed with people of the other sex? It happens a lot.
Well, yeah, perhaps a bedroom or maybe a ward.
Yeah, but it's happening.
I don't think a bed.
Well, not a bed, no. But
that's what you said.
Oh, well, I'm saying a bed in a ward. I mean, there might be 4 people in the room. Might be 1 lady and 3 blokes.
I don't know what sort of hospital you go to, buddy, but I like the look of it.
Let's go.
The weather for tomorrow, a low of 22 degrees overnight. A very hot night ahead, a top of 35. A cool change around 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon with squally, gustily gale and gusts of 100 miles an hour.
100 k's, 100 kilometres, yes.
What did I say?
100 miles, which would be about 130 k's.
Did I say 100 miles?
Yeah. Are you sleeping okay? Are you eating well? Got your appetite back?
Yes, why?
Good, I'm just being caring.
No, feeling fine, Phil.
All right. If you want me to call over in the wee small hours, Bruce, pick up the phone.
What do you call, like,
Oh,
2, 3 in the
yes,
morning?
if you can't sleep, I'll come over, keep you company, watch a movie together. Have a Milo.
Oh, no, thanks.
Raisin bran.
Kyra, good evening, Kyra.
Oh, hello, Bruce. Good to hear you back on the radio.
Thank you,
Bruce.
love. Thanks, Kyra.
Yeah, my heart goes out to you, Bruce. I've seen you on the telly tonight. Dakota said, Danny, come and see Bruce.
Yes.
Your grandkids look so beautiful, Bruce.
Darling things, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just a bit like this. I just got out of hospital on Friday myself, Bruce.
Did you? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to go and have the other one removed, Bruce. It's not getting any better, Bruce. I've got to go back in after Christmas.
Oh, you're a battler, aren't you?
Yeah, Bruce, at 56, yeah, I've got to go in for the big major one on after Christmas.
Oh, we'll be thinking of you, Kyra.
Yeah, your grandkids are so lovely, Bruce. I've seen you on telly tonight. And
Good.
I've seen Phil on the telly.
Thank you.
I just cried, Bruce. You know, you're in my shoes. Be strong, Bruce.
Yes, and you too. You're in for a real battle there, Kyra.
Yeah, I am, Bruce. It's spreading, though. It's getting worse. But I'm out of hospital, and
Oh, that's one
I'm
thing.
just resting up, Bruce. And
Yes.
you have the chemo like me, Bruce, and it's not a pretty picture, love. But you know, I'm just you're bubbly, you're happy
Good
tonight.
girl.
know.
You stay that way.
Say hello to your grandchildren, Bruce.
I will, love, and to yours too.
I've seen a picture of you. I'm presuming it was you in the background on the news.
Yeah, that was the reporter from Channel 7.
Yeah, that was good. You were bubbly and that.
Yes. Best to be that. Yes.
Yeah. And Dakota gives you love too, Bruce. You know, but be strong, Bruce. Okay, that's all I can say. darling.
You know,
Okay,
you're
love.
welcome to ring us every night, Kyra.
Thank you, Kyra.
By the way, the shots Channel 7 took, the caravan looked so spacious. You looked like you had a ballroom there in the caravan.
That was done in Mrs. Purvis's...
the kiosk.
The kiosk.
Oh, that's the difference.
Yes. No, she's done very, very well. She's extended down onto Springvale Road and extending over to Tally Ho Boys Home.
Yes, hence the couch you were sitting on, the carpet and everything else. It looked luxurious, Bruce.
Well, I had to do something a little better, than a...
You couldn't go up to the annex in the caravan very
We couldn't have
easily.
extended out to that, the zip opening.
No, I know, the flaps.
The flaps.
Yeah, I understood. No, it created a wonderful impression.
Jolene at Flemington, Phil.
Hello, Jolene.
Hello.
You still there? Hi.
I just want to wish Bruce all the best.
Thank you, Jolene.
That's all right.
Yes.
I've got thyroid disease, so I know how you feel.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I'm not too bad, though.
That's the way.
Yeah.
Well,
When you can-
Battle on.
You continue with that good health, and we're with you every night.
Keep up the medication, Jolene, and have faith in your doctor.
All right.
Yes, I've got a good doctor.
Yes.
That's the way.
Take care of yourself. Ring us more often, Jolene. You're always welcome.
Thank you, Jolene.
Goodbye.
Erica at Noble Park.
Hi, Bruce and Phil. How are you?
Hello, Erica.
Hello again, Erica.
And welcome back, Bruce. It's
Thank
nice to have you back. I missed you.
Thank you so much.
And like I always say, you two are a pair. You're mad, absolutely mad. My stomach is sore when I'm finished listening to you
We
guys.
all are. We're all are that happening tonight.
Oh, I love you guys. I really do. Listen, Bruce, did you ever think of having a dinner? Where we used to have luncheons a few years back? We used to go, I think Keith used to organise it too, and you did too. Like we had Christmas out for lunch and then...
Yeah, well, we used to go to the Dingley International at times, yes.
Yes, it would be nice to meet everybody, unless we all wear name tag.
Yes, we had good times, didn't we?
Oh, that was beautiful. It'd be nice to do it again. See what you can do about it.
All right.
All right, we'll work on that.
Yeah, okay, Ruth, you just take care.
Have you got a pet, Jolene? A dog or a cat?
Who?
You.
No, mine died.
Oh, what a shame, because we're a little...
It's Erica.
He was
Erica,
he was a little Maltese.
Oh,
16, mind you. He had a
well,
good life.
yes. Would you get another one down the track, maybe?
Oh, I love one, but my husband doesn't want to go through the pain.
No, I know. And the expense, yes.
Yeah, but there's so many dogs that need a home.
Enjoy other people's pets, Erica. That's the way to go.
Okay, Erica, thank you very much, and our thoughts are with you. Well, let's have a look at the weather. Low of 22 degrees, a high of 35. See, it's a hot night ahead, isn't it?
No, it's going to be very sticky.
A high of 35. A cool change due tomorrow afternoon at 3.
All right.
With a squally, gustily gale warning and gusts of 100 kilometres an hour.
Be warned.
Because there can be an uprooting of trees and...
easily.
And power lines.
Yeah, it always happens in the spring, doesn't it? You can get some very extreme weather.
By golly, the bushfire season has sprung up very quickly, hasn't it?
Yeah, scary, isn't it? Yes.
In a matter of a day or so.
In for a long, hot summer, I'm sure.
And Tasmania is tinder dry as it is.
And we haven't had rain for 12 days or more, maybe longer.
You've had what?
We haven't had rain for days.
Haven't you?
No, there's real drought at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, believe me.
Jill at Tutkarook.
Oh, hello, boys.
Jill.
Oh, it's wonderful to hear the two of you back.
Yes.
And I just said to Simon, he was wonderful with Phil, but there's just something that clicks with you two, and you know what it is. It's just, nobody else is the same. And Bruce, I didn't realise until you were just saying that you were in Warringal Hospital. A couple of weeks ago, my daughter was down here, and she's a nurse there.
Right.
And it's very unethical for her to tell me who she's looking after. But she came down and we were having lunch, and I said, are you busy at work? And she said, yes, we're always busy. She said, but I'm looking after somebody you love. I said, somebody I love? She said, oh, well, in a fashion you love them. And then she wouldn't talk anymore. And she never ever told me who it was. And I guessed it must have been you.
It would have been, yes.
It would have been you.
Yes.
But she wouldn't say, and I mean, I kept thinking, who do I love?
Well, you see,
boy,
Jill, for ethical reasons, I could not tell you who looked after me, and it was someone who loves you very much.
Well, and there's such wonderful nurses there, aren't
Oh, fabulous.
They really are, yes. Well, my little girl, I mean, she's 42, she's one of them that looks after the very sick people. So it's a great profession for her.
Yes,
great
it is.
profession.
It is.
And I must tell you, you're saying how hot it is. Down here in beautiful Tukawul,
Stop it.
the breeze, the sea, I had to close the front door because it was getting cold.
Oh, it'd be beautiful.
It is. It is. You should bring your caravan down here.
I think I might down the Peon Highway tonight.
On your way.
Yes.
Well, lovely to have you back, Bruce. And
Thanks.
Philip, I listen to you with your little dog every night.
He's a joy. He's grown so much, he weighs about 24 kilograms now.
That was Simon, Jill. That was Simon.
Little Eddie, who is just beautiful.
That's the way. Thank you, Jill.
Company.
19 to midnight. Discover 13 blinds.
13 blinds. I still have the old-fashioned anodized Venetians. I think they're a bit corny now.
Right.
Gee, do they gather dust?
But if you bend an anodized Venetian, that's how it's going to stay for the rest of its life.
I know.
And every time you flick it up or collapse,
Yes.
that bend will always be there.
I know. Time I gave them the flick and got something modern.
The anodized were always in pink.
Yeah. Mine are in bronze.
They're in bronze?
Yes.
Oh, very, very chic.
The big thing is you can open the slat just to see who's outside.
Yeah, but you can do that with the plastic slat.
And decide not to open the
But you
door.
can do that with the plastic slat.
Yeah, but you can't with roller blinds like, those blinds that roll up and down. You
Well, you
can't
wouldn't want to
look
roll up.
behind
You wouldn't
those.
want to roll up your Venetians. What every Venetian blind to see is at the front.
Just peep through just to see if there's any activity out there. You
Yeah.
know. Spy.
You can do that with a slat.
You can't do that with a Holland blind, can you?
Well, what's a Holland blind?
Well, that goes up and down.
Yeah, but is that canvas? What's a Holland blind?
Well, it's made of some sort of linen or something, isn't it? I don't know.
Oh, well, I don't
Don't
know.
ask me. I don't work for the blind factory.
Hello to the Blind Factory, too, who have quoted and worked for us. Who's there, Phil?
Claire
It's
Mitchell.
Claire.
Hello, Claire.
Hi, how are you, boys?
G'day.
Bruce, I thought I wouldn't get through because the phone was going into meltdown. But from my children, myself, my husband, we send you all our love in this household.
Oh, you're beautiful. Thank you so
And
much.
We wish you well, and we know every day you'll be getting stronger and stronger. And we just love you, and we'll be listening all the time.
Well, that's absolutely beautiful, Claire.
Well, you deserve it, and I think you need to get your whip out and keep Phil on.
I think so. There's more than a whip. There's
yes.
Yeah, with me here, he could easily have a relapse, couldn't he, Claire?
You're beautiful, Phil, too.
All right, darling. Thank you.
For you and the kids, Claire, we've got a Kong Genius. This is a toy designed to stimulate the dog's curiosity and hold its attention. It's a Kong premium treat available at pet retailers. And for more information, go to kongcompany.com.au. But they're very good, Phil. They're like another dog to stimulate your pet.
Yeah, a little rubber toy. If you have a dog, or give it to someone who has.
No, we just got a new dog.
Oh, well, that's great.
Well, he won't be destroying the furniture now.
Oh, tell me.
They can play together the Kong Genius at kongcompany.com.
Oh, thank you very much.
Don't hang up now. Hold the line. Thank you, Claire, for your thoughts and your wishes. Who's there, Phil?
It's Barry at Watsonia, the Poet Laureate. Hi, Barry.
Okay, Philip. Yeah, welcome back, Bruce.
Thank you, Barry.
Great to have you back. And you too, Simon. Could I run this poem past you? It's not terribly long.
Yes.
It's polished up a little bit since it last had an airing. An amazing rarity. For there, at an antique fair, was an amazingly well-crafted oddity. A human face carved into a stone plaque, art most extraordinary. A face carved in stone from the dawn of time's twilight zone. Stone the like of carbon black coal so shiny, black as alginite or Tibetan jet, showing the lustre of shine of black ivory. Glossy black as Coromandel ebony, carved from stone an ancient fossiled glory. Carved stone that once was a monkey puzzle tree, way back in antiquity.
Oh, you say you've got a way with words, Barry.
Yes, quite a way.
No doubt about it.
Good to have you back, boys.
Good on you, Barry.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Just
much.
for me, translate Barry's poem into common language, if you will. What was that all about, Bruce?
No. Stan, good evening.
Hello, Stan.
Hi, Phil. Hi, Bruce. Welcome back,
Oh,
mate.
Stan. It's the old vaudevillian.
Well, I've got a joke for you if you want to make it.
Okay, let's hear it.
Medicine's the very best medicine. Humour's the best medicine.
Yes.
First of all, let me just tell you, I shouldn't really be on the phone because it's the Simchat Torah festival today and tomorrow. But it's just that my radio is on 24/7, tuned into 3AW. When I heard when I came to bed late tonight, when I heard that you were on, I was so thrilled, over the moon to hear your voice.
That's beautiful. Thank you very much.
And we have a saying in the Jewish community when we want to wish somebody well, we say, Refuah Shalema, peaceful health. And that's what I wish you.
Oh, it's just sweet. That's a beautiful call.
As it so happens, I'm supposed to go in hospital myself on Wednesday. Excuse me, for a cardiac procedure, but I'll be thinking of you. And
Well, Stan, we have to make a move now, but we're going to give you a $50 pancake parlour voucher for you to take to your friends to the pancake parlour. Open 24 hours at High Point, Doncaster, and Malvern East.
Yeah, well, Malvern East will be where I'm going.
All right.
And good luck on Wednesday, Stan, all right?
Thank you, Phil. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how thrilled I am that the odd couple is back together.
Yes,
And
the old odd couple.
A happy Jewish festival to you, Stan.
Hold the line, Stan, for the pancake parlour. Thank you for the call. The good wishes at 10 to 12.
A piece called If I Knew, dedicated to those who died on the September 11 Twin Towers attack. If I knew it would be the last time that I'd see you fall asleep, I would tuck you in more tightly and pray the Lord your soul to keep. If I knew it'd be the last time that I'd see you walk out the door, I would give you a hug and kiss and call you back for one more. If I knew it'd be the last time I'd hear your voice lifted up in praise, I would videotape each action and word so I could play them back day after day. If I knew it'd be the last time I could spare an extra minute to stop and say I love you, instead of assuming you would and know I do. If I knew it'd be the last time I were there to share your day, well, I'm sure you'll have so many more, so let's not let this one slip away. For surely there's always tomorrow to make up for an oversight, and we always get a second chance to make everything just right. There will always be another day to say I love you, and certainly there's another chance to say anything I can do. But just in case I might be wrong, and today is all I get, I'd like to say how much I love you and hope we never forget. Tomorrow is not promised to anyone, young or old alike. And today may be the last chance we get to hold your loved one tight. So if you're waiting for tomorrow, why not do it today? For if tomorrow never comes, you'll surely regret the day that you didn't take that extra time for a smile, a hug or a kiss, and you were too busy to grant someone what turned out to be their one last wish. So hold your loved ones close today and whisper in their ear. Tell them how much you love them, and tell them that you'll always hold them dear. Take time to say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, or it's okay. And if tomorrow never comes, you'll have no regrets about today.
Copyright restricts distribution of this piece by any means of duplication.
and a rendezvous. Your eyes held a message tender, saying I surrender all my love to you. Midnight brought us sweet romance. I know all my whole life through I'll be remembering you, whatever else I do. Midnight, where the stars and you.
Well, I just have a look at the weather for you for the warm night ahead, a low of 22 degrees, a high of 35 tomorrow, ahead of a cool change hitting town about 3 p.m.
Yes. Now, do you have to go home and do you have to plug into anything overnight?
What do you mean?
Oh, well, you know, any medical equipment or whatever? Do you have any attachments to your...
Might be plugging into Luke Bono. That's all the old plugging I'll be doing, because I like the sound of his jib.
Thanks for coming back to us, Bruce, and I look forward to tomorrow night already.
Yes, I am back with you, and I do thank you. I'm going to say this once and for all. You are like a family to me. When I was very ill overseas, I thought to myself, there's only one consolation, is to get back to Melbourne and to that radio family. I'm not saying more important than my own flesh and blood, but as important in terms of being with you and my career and passing time with you and just having a good time.
I think I was vindicated by all the calls tonight and all the love that was coming across.
So thank you again very, very much.
I look forward to tomorrow night.
The sun will come up tomorrow, bet your bottom dollar, and Luke Bonu will be plugging himself in across Australia overnight. Right, Phil?
Right you are, Brucey.
Good night, Samuel, Carter, Amelia, Emily and Charlotte, Sweet Ella Grace, little William Oliver and Sophia Grace. I'm Bruce Mansfield.
And I'm Flip.
And that's the way she went today.